Now, rescue workers in India continue to search for at least 171 people after a Himalayan glacier fell into a river and triggered an avalanche of debris that destroyed a hydroelectric dam. Our Ian Lee has been following this story for us, as well as some other stories from around the globe. He joins us from London. Ian, what's the latest? What can you tell us?
Good morning, Anne-Marie. What a horrible disaster. The death toll currently stands at least 26, but officials expect it to continue to rise. And this cell phone video captured the disaster unfolding. At one point, you can see a bridge just wiped out. That wall of water coming down that narrow valley is just incredible, but the devastation in its path is even more so. Rescue teams are striving around the clock to find those survivors. And part of their focus is on dozens of workers who are believed to be trapped in a tunnel. They were working on a hydroelectric project at the time, and the Army was brought in to help, but it's slow go with the debris and mud. Roughly 2,500 people from 13 villages were affected. Next, we are in Colombia, where Venezuelan migrants got some good news yesterday. The government announced it will register hundreds of thousands of refugees who are in the country without papers. Over the past 5-6 years, more than 1 million people have fled the economic and political crisis in neighboring Venezuela, some of them on the verge of starvation. This flood of humanity had been, by and large, living in Colombia illegally. The decision will help them gain access to health care and employment opportunities. International organizations hope this sets an example for other countries in the region dealing with millions of Venezuelan refugees. And finally, we are in Myanmar, where hundreds of thousands of people are protesting the recent military coup. Police fired rubber bullets and used water cannons to break up demonstrations, but that hasn't stopped people across the country demanding democracy be restored. The military had banned large public gatherings and introduced a curfew, but people are ignoring it, chanting for an end to the military dictatorship. Dozens of people have been arrested, but so far, the military hasn't cracked down. Last night, the coup leader promised to be different from previous military regimes and repeated claims that voter fraud was the reason for the takeover. Anne-Marie, the Army's authority is being challenged by the day, and something to watch closely is how the police continue to react to the protesters. They are encouraging them to join them, and if that happens, it could make it more difficult for the coup leaders to maintain power, at least without an iron fist.
Indeed, we will be watching, Ian. Thank you.